What's up guys, Second Tyler, and today I'm going to be showing you a really, really cool fluorescent fixture that I have wanted one of these designs for a really long time. I have a couple of fixtures that are similar to this, but they're shorter fixtures, like they're the 20 watt versions, but they're also still not similar to this design. But I've really wanted this type of design fixture for a long time, and now I finally got one. I drove a very far distance for it when I got it, but for the price I paid, it was well worth it because I got it super cheap. The drive is what took the longest. That was the most painful part about it, was the drive. But I'm happy that I got it, and it works perfectly good, perfectly fine, and it's all good. So the fixture that I had went and gotten, which, mind you, I'm gonna have to do some handheld stuff with this before I put it in the tripod, so I can be able to show kind of more around the fixture, is this. Now, I'm not sure of the age of it and the branding of it, but this is a 4-bulbed F-40 preheat fixture that's very Art Deco. I would assume that this is probably from the story I got about it and where it came from. It might be late 30s, early 40s, but it's pretty heavy for what it is. But it's the ballast in them that also make it quite heavy. But it's a 4-bulbed F-40T12 preheat fixture, like I said. Very unique design, where it's the all open concept. It's got these decorative end caps on them that are really cool. That one on the other side doesn't have this on it. It's hanging right here because when I got it, the guy said that the screw fell out of it when he got it. So, but I'm glad that he had the part to it. This fixture is really unique, and I'm kind of wondering, and maybe somebody in the comments can help me out with this fixture, but it has this bar on the bottom of it here, and I'm wondering if this fixture possibly had pieces of glass that hung from the end cap here to there. So it had a piece here, a piece on the other side, and then one straight piece that went all the way down the side to maybe cover the bulbs. I'm not too sure, but that's what I'm kind of wondering, because it's got slits in the bottom here, kind of for like putting the glass in on both sides. So that might be kind of cool to either get some glass made for it or just take some plexi, like some of that thin plastic material that you would see in like the 2x4 flat panel fluorescent lights and ceilings and stuff. Get a couple pieces of that and kind of just cut them and put them in there, just to have maybe some sort of little like reflector kind of assembly, probably refractor. I'm not too sure, whatever you want to call it. But I think that would be cool to do that, because if not, I would keep it the open bulb kind of concept, and I would remove this bracket here, which is only held in by 2 flat heads here and 2 flat heads on the other side. But the covers for it are sitting on top of it right here. So I have both the covers, which is good. The starter sockets are here on the bottom, which is really nice. Easy access. All the wiring is in really good condition for it to be cloth wiring. The ballasts that are inside of it, which I hope you can maybe see that, are General Electric ballast. Let me see if I can maybe get some light on there a little bit. Maybe see about reflecting it somehow. Let me grab this bag that's down here that's white. There we go. That helps a whole bunch. So General Electric for use with 2 40-watt bulbs, and the other ballast is the exact same thing. Nice big heavy ballast for this fixture. They're definitely old, because I've seen ballasts that are this size in the older fluorescent lights, so definitely fits the age of it. I believe that they're original. And then also the mounting for it is that bracket that's up there. You mount that, and then you slide the two rods over in the slits in the side. So it's got everything for it. It's got the bracket for it, the covers for it. It even has the cover plate for that bracket sitting right there on the top, which is super nice. So it came pretty much complete, besides possibly those glass pieces. So now let me put you in the tripod really quickly, because when I got it, also mind the mess of everything down here. I have a whole bunch of stuff on these shelves, which I'll make videos on eventually. Or if you see anything in the background and you have questions on it, feel free to leave a comment and I'll answer your question or make a video about it. But when I got this fixture, the dude told me the story about it, and he also had, surprisingly, a little extra piece for it that I didn't know about because he didn't have it in the listing for it, which was this box of starters right here. So I'm gonna adjust this so I don't have to have it so high up to see it. But I got this box of fluorescent starters that came with it. Nice old Royal branded fluorescent starters. Surprisingly in the box too. And the box isn't in that bad a condition. It's just that kind of corner right there. But the whole rest of the box is in really good shape. And it pretty much almost is full. I mean, there's definitely some missing out of it, and then there's one random one in there, but I mean the box is practically almost full with these almost new old stock Royal fluorescent starters, which is super cool. I was pretty happy to see this came with it when he handed me it. So the story that I got from the guy was where he lives is there used to be a paint store in the kind of older part of the city he lived in, I guess in the more historical district of it. And I think he said he had it for a long time now, this fixture. But he got it because they took it down and they were going to throw it away. It'd have been kind of cool if he got more of these, but this is the only one that he had. But he got it, and I think he was going to repurpose it and reuse it, but he ended up never getting around to using it, so he decided to sell it. So, and I remember seeing this fixture pop up a couple of times, and then it would go away, pop up, go away. So I finally just bit the bullet and was like, you know what? Hey, how much would it cost to ship it? Well, he told me that the shipping for it was going to cost like $200. So I was like, yeah, no, I'm not paying that for shipping this. And plus it would get damaged in shipping. So I decided to just drive up and get it. So it was like 5.5, 6 hour drive to go get it, which is a lot. I mean, I've done worse to go pick up stuff before that I've bought in. So pretty, like, not terrible, but at the same time, not great. But hey, sometimes you got to make the drive to go get cool stuff, because if I didn't, then I wouldn't have this. So I'm really happy to get this fixture. There's no branding on it or anything like that. No name on it from what I could find. So I don't know the manufacturer of it. All I know is that the ballasts are General Electric. But they used to put General Electric ballasts in all sorts of lights. So that's not going to really tell you the name of the fixture. But maybe somebody in the comments might know the manufacturer of this light and give me some history on it. But yeah, I have it all ready with 4 bulbs in it and starters in it, and all these starters are pretty much brand new because I have a box of these. They're Regent lighting starters, FS4 starters, all pretty much brand new. So I have 4 new starters in it, and then I have these bulbs in it. And the reason why these are already in the fixture is because when I got it, I tested it. And like I said, I was happy that it worked flawlessly. So as soon as I did that, I kind of mounted it on the ceiling to get it out of the way. But it's kind of a pain because it sits so low in the basement here, my workshop, that my head sometimes hits it. And I'm not a tall person at all, but basements are not super tall, and this light comes off of the ceiling probably about at least 2 feet, I'd say, or close to it. If you go from the top straight to the bottom, it'd probably be about 2 feet. So yeah, so I kind of hit my head on it a couple times, so need to move it in a different spot, but it's fine for there for now. I just have to duck around it. But anyway, let me grab a cord and I'll get it hooked up, and then we can test the fixture and get to show you what it looks like. So bring you right back. Alrighty, so now I have power hooked up to it, but it's on a switch a little bit of a distance away, so hopefully my voice can still be heard on the video. So let me go and cut it on really quickly. And as you can see, it cuts on flawlessly, no problems at all, and it looks fantastic. I love the way how this looks. It's super cool. Like I said, it doesn't really need any work. It's kind of bent on the one end a little bit, but it's not too big of a deal. It needs like a couple little minor tune-ups and stuff like that, but nothing major. But I hope to one day possibly take this fixture completely apart and maybe sandblast it and then repaint it. But for now, it's going to stay the rustic patinaed look, which is nothing wrong with that. So the 4-bulbed fixture like this, it's super cool. I'm really happy that I found it. Turn it off, cut it back on. Took that one a little long there for a second. Turn it off, cut it on one more time. And that's another thing about the preheat lights, the preheat fixtures that I like the most too, is you never know which bulb is going to cut on first. Each one is different. It's very unique, and it gives it just a cool little, thing to look at every time you cut it on, is the flickering of each bulb when it's preheating itself to come on, and the different bulbs flicker and flash on. Preheat, to me, I like preheat better. I've probably said it before, they're more simple to work on. It's just bulbs and starters versus like rapid start, whereas like, yeah, rapid start's nice because you can pop a bulb in, cut the switch on, done. But the preheat has more character to it than the rapid start because they'll, it flickering on and off. It's very unique. So let me go and turn off the lights down here, and then we'll take a better look at it with it being darker down here. So I'll bring you right back after. Okay, so now with the other lights turned off, now we can take a look at it in a darker area. So turn it off, cut it on, turn it off, cut it on, and one more time. And it's very bright fixture, puts out a lot of light for sure. It's very nice. It dims the camera out quite a bit because of how much light comes off of this, but it literally lights this whole area up. And if it was higher up, it would really light it up a bunch more for sure. So it's a very bright light fixture. But I like that. It puts out nice light even all throughout the area, top and below. So very super very nice for sure. So let me go and turn the main lights back on, and I'll bring you right back after that. And with the main lights back on, now I can turn this fixture off. And yeah, so really cool fixture. Love the design of it. I'm really happy I picked this up. Any information on this fixture would be greatly appreciated, very helpful. And yeah, I'm looking forward to kind of restoring this fixture eventually and repainting it once the time comes and putting it up somewhere and using it. I think this light would look really cool in a dining room setting because me being an electrician, anytime I do houses, new and old, whenever it is, usually chandeliers or light fixtures over a dining room table, you want to have them to where it's 6 foot off the floor. So I think that equivalent, so 6 feet off the floor. So yeah, about 2 feet down off of the ceiling. If you have an 8 foot ceiling, that would be perfect. Drops it down to 6 foot. So this would be cool for a dining room table, especially if you have a long table, get nice light throughout it. I mean, yeah, a lot of people, probably would say that that's ugly and that wouldn't look good and stuff like that because everybody wants modern light fixtures nowadays. But me personally, in my house, I'd put this as a dining room table and I would use it for sure because it's a really cool fixture, and just every day cutting it on and having this light and hearing the tings of the starters and the hums and buzzes of the ballast, super cool, super cool. I mean, even the light over my sink in my kitchen is a preheat um, F-15 fixture. So I cut that on every day, and I love the blinkingness and the glow of it. So really cool, really unique. Uh, Preheat will always be my favorite type of light. Rapid start's nice. I do like rapid start, but preheat, if I can find preheat, I'm gonna get preheat. And if I can convert it to preheat, I'm gonna convert it to preheat. But but yeah, so anyway, going on rambling about stuff, but hope you liked the video. Stay tuned for more stuff, and until next time, thank you.